This is Scott on play-by-play. I hear you. All right. All right.
Is she having to deal with those reprobates again today, is she? In the championship final? Is she having a...
She's up in Stanford today.
Having to explain everything?
The first one was definitely a signal.
We didn't watch. We
I
could
didn't
watch
see
the
it.
game. I saw the one where he cut in front of him and he was across.
Good to see you.
Came over, man.
Take care. We'll see you in a bit. Hey, Rich. Yes, hello and welcome everybody, and we are set for quarterfinal men's action as Pumas to Alabama and Kwik goal.
We framed up.
We finally found a way to deal with my height advantage.
Scott Dixon. Turn the light on. Turn the light on, Scott Dixon. Okay, all right. Huh? Okay. Yeah, turn it all the way over. That's all.
from Wakemed Soccer Park. Welcome back to Kerry and continuing live coverage of TST 2026 on Peacock as the chase for the $1 million winner's prize hits the quarterfinals. Thousands of fans have been soaking up the premier 7v7 soccer events from around the world today. And we have the first quarterfinal coming up as we take a look at the bracket. Just 8 teams remain. We know there will be a new champion crowned. Bumpy pitch knocked out by one of the teams we're about to watch, Kwik goal. Welcome in, Tony Husband, Jamie Watson with you. We're into the evening session. It's already been a tremendous day here at TST at this fantastic venue. And we've got a quarterfinal about to get underway. It features Kwik goal, but also Pumas de Alabama, who know all about deep runs in this competition.
And with that experience that Pumas de Alabama have, they know this feeling. They know what it takes to get into the Final Four and in the championship. They've been sitting on that heartbreaking loss in the final all year. This is the opportunity, one step to get there. But for Kwik goal, they have a whole bunch of playmakers, including Vinny Dantas up top, Sebastian Giovinco. There's some real game breakers. This match, like any other, it's important for the game's first goal.
Let's take a look at the rules. If you're new to TST and exactly how this works out, this is 7-on-7, 2 18-minute halves. We don't have offsides. There are no throw-ins. The ball is kicked into play. It must be advanced every 8 seconds as well. And then we have the magic of target score time. Every match ends with a goal. It's the team who's leading in regulation +1. That is the target goal. And Bumpy Pitch scored that goal last year to bank $1 million and the TST title. Lineups for these two, Pumas de Alabama and Kwik goal. You'll recognize one or two big names from today and yesterday across both teams, Jamie.
Keep an eye on Giovinco. What a dynamic player. Diminutive in size, but grand in his impact in the match. And then for Rodriguez, a goalkeeper that's so solid, good with his shot stopping and with his feet. That'll be crucial in the way Pumas want to build up.
And we are underway. Quarterfinal action for you tonight from Kerry, and this one should be good. Pumas de Alabama, who have that history, they know what it's like to move through the rounds with the jeopardy of target score time, to move all the way through to ultimately the $1 million match. Now we have Kwik goal as well, who have fine pedigree in this competition as well down the years. Alabama are wearing the yellow and blue. It's the red of Kwik goal who make their first foray forward. And that was Leo Fernandez who made that driving run. And the sun has just gone behind the clouds. It's a slightly cooler part of the day now. Should make for some great knockout action. Second year in the event for Pumas de Alabama. Kwik goal.
That's a 50-50 ball
have
at
really
best.
got comfortable around here. Their 4th appearance.
You want to defend all game or you want to keep the ball?
Both sides have something in common as well, in that they were both beaten by Bumpy Pitch last year. Kwik goal made the quarters. And then it was agony in the final for Pumas de Alabama.
Spots where Pumas de Alabama are going to look to try to get a well-worked set piece, maybe something from the training ground. Fouls are so important. The smaller goals and the wall being set. You have to get a bit more creative at times. At time, there was just a little bit too much anxiousness in the tackle from behind. So we get a first look at what Pumas de Alabama have drawn up prior to today's proceedings.
Garan Dolgan is our referee and just getting this wall back. Christopher Castillo stands over the free kick, and look at those numbers hanging around the goal line as well. He just plays it square.
Has too much pace on it though. Couldn't do anything with it. With that amount of pace, you've got to take a touch, and that just puts Zuart in a really difficult position.
And a comfortable save in the Kwik goal.
See what we did there. Might be some more recognizable names on Kwik goal, but make no mistake about it, this is the premier 7v7 tournament in the world. And there are a lot of full-time players of the 7v7 nature that play year-round together on this Pumas de Alabama side. So a lot of continuity with this group and a lot of very skillful players in tight positions.
Comfortable with the ball at feet. As we saw with Magyana there, the way he just turned, found space.
You see different approaches. Vinny Dantas, who was just holding the ball up before he lost it for Kwik goal, he'll play a target forward, wants to play back to goal. Very little of that for Pumas de Alabama. It's just different approaches to the game.
Wide it goes. Vallejo given away.
Well done.
Kwik goal, content to play it back. Dylan Powers there, a former MLS Rookie of the Year when he came out of college.
No. Easy, Squid.
Vinko is the number 10 to look out in the red shirt.
Grew up watching Dylan Powers' dad, Mike Powers, for the Dallas Sidekicks in the MISL days. Well, the iteration that it's in, the MASL. A lot of the players in 7v7 TST plying their trade in the MASL.
Winners of this game will play the winners of the Kings League versus Furia quarterfinal, which will be played later tonight, 9 o'clock, right here on Peacock. Reminder, 76 teams across 3 events, men's, women's, mixed. Arrived in Kerry early this week. 160 matches will be played by Monday night, Championship Monday, and by which time $3 million prize pots will have been handed out. And only the winners go home with the cash.
We're at that point in the tournament too, because it is so deep in the tournament, the quarterfinals, the spot in the semis, the final 4 up for grabs. There is a lot of pressure. Either pressure bursts pipes or it creates diamonds, and we'll find out. We'll be able to deal with the pressure as the match unfolds and ultimately when we get into target score time.
Rodriguez is the goalkeeper for Pumas de Alabama. It's his 5th start of the competition this year. Paulo Nascimento, his counterpart at the other end of the field right now, won this event with Newtown Pride 3 years ago, 2023.
Muévela poquito. Okay.
Shorter, tighter field, remember. 65 yards by 45. Slightly smaller goals as well. That's a big tug of the shirt on Sebastian Giovinco there. Giovinco, who quite often in the last couple of years has kept himself fit, training with the club he won so much with, Toronto FC. Paulo Nascimento with the ball out from the back. Too much goalmouth activity in these early minutes, both sides sensing each other out. Rios now, and he might get a chance from inside the 6-yard box. It's blocked and brought away. Lopez with the challenge. Away they go with Herrera. Very accomplished indoor player who wins the free kick.
That was a great intervention from Rodrigo Roro Lopez, former teammate of mine in Orlando City. Sacramento Republic legend, now assistant coach there, showing he's still got it. Great reading of the game, though, to slide over, make that stop inside the 6-yard box. Now he'll stand over it. Smart player can deliver from set pieces.
Lopez's ball in, and immediately cleared by the first man. And now he's under a little bit of pressure because Hairline came in with the challenge.
Hey, this guy's gonna complicate the
A little
game
bit too much
All
contact
the
though
way,
for
so
the
man.
referee's line.
That was smart from Lopez. As his bouncing, he's just read the play that the attacker was going to raise his foot. Lopez sticks his head in, avoids getting kicked in the face, and wins the foul in the process. Sort of the best of both worlds out of that outcome.
Probably the preferred outcome.
It could be worse. Could be way worse.
Bruno, aparece!
Crowd flooding in for the evening session. There are 7 fields across this superb complex. Games at staggered times all around. Feast of soccer to watch. Some very, very good players. And that one from hairline comes right off the post.
There's numbers 4-on-2 if they go quickly.
So an immediate counter-attack and a good save. Leo Fernandez with the shot.
Vini, estão dobrando, viu?
Prolific goal scorer Fernandez for the Tempe Rowdies in USL Championship for years and years. That's a really good opportunity, 4-on-2. It was defended well from the 2 defenders for Pumas de Alabama. They forced him wide, and that allowed Rodriguez to just be able to cover the near side of the goal. Very good shot stopper as the goalkeeper for Pumas de Alabama.
One of the first shots that Kwik goal have got in. They actually beat Bumpy Pitch, getting revenge for their exit last year by 5-0 in a game where they only had 8 shots. So they've been pretty ruthless when they've had the opportunity.
Very efficient, and they like to do this where they post up, play the ball in.
Fierce block there as Arujo got the shot away. We play 2 18-minute halves, remember, so we are just past the halfway point of this opening period. The sun has disappeared behind some clouds. Temperatures dropping back now into the 70s. It's just going to be a super evening as the floodlights take over. We get a great sunset as well, providing we can not get too much more cloud cover. Nascimento, nicely done, out of goal, and they had something going down that left-hand side with Freitas, but it's intercepted, and away come Pumas to Alabama. Their numbers queuing upward in the middle. Eddie Sanchez was trying to get the return. That's Quetta onto the field.
Pumas to Alabama, a great story. Last year, they were relatively unknown to fans of TST, to other opponents at TST, well known in the 7v7 circuit and the cash tournament circuit, but that's not the case anymore with this group. You can start to tell by the number of fans that come in and watch. They play really aesthetically pleasing soccer, get the ball moving, good in tight spaces, good in 1v1 situations. This is a group in Pumas that is very capable of winning the tournament, making amends after losing in the final last year.
And let's not forget, they have 5 players from the championship team of La Bombonera in 2024. So that team itself really has spawned a host of other teams that have come out of the epicenter, effectively, of La Bombonera, who are out of the competition, by the way.
This Kwik goal side, they may have more notoriety in the outfield world on the 11 side. Former MLS players on the field and the staff. Jimmy Conrad, there's an opportunity.
Intercepted, and Magala was the man waiting for it, but good goal across.
Aaron Mon made no mistake about that clearance. That's the type of clearance that makes you think twice if you're a forward going into a 50-50 with the former Real Salt Lake man.
Excelled as a defender in Utah in his time in Major League Soccer, following a spell at Toronto.
This is exactly where Pumas de Alabama want Vinny Dantas, number 28, all the way pinned back on defensive duties. So the highest goal in the field for Kwik goal, yeah, it's pinned all the way back, having to do too much defending for their liking.
The turn and go. Oh, they were just trying to slide Azcueta in. Intercepted, and now Vallejo for one of those La Bombonera winners, Magana. And then ultimately, I'm not sure whether that was a shot or a pass at the end, but Moreno puts it wide.
Yeah, Moreno's looked to try to slip it in, but he's at the top of the box. He's unmarked. A bit too unselfish when you get to that point in time. That's how Pumas like to almost walk it in at times.
Helped forward by Dodo Perez, the Brazilian under 20. And then that's a crunching challenge in on Javinko, and that has just raised tempers a little bit. Dodo Perez was over there straight away to remonstrate.
It's a corner at a minimum.
But the Pumas de Alabama goalkeeper's also in there to defend his players.
From behind, man.
Pumas are upset because they felt as though Javinko fouled the Pumas player initially to get position. It wasn't called, and then once Javinko gets the wrong side, watch the cynical nature of this challenge. A little bit of frustration, and then just understanding who it is. Javinko just leaving one in on him. That was Moreno from behind.
Hey, not even a card? Run! No card! Are you kidding me, man? No card! A tackle from behind, and there is not a card!
I don't think they're too happy about the fact that there wasn't a yellow card issued there.
Remember where it started. Remember where it started.
Well, I'm trying to remind him, because maybe he forgot. Because he was too worried
Questions
about
being
hugging the
said.
player.
Yeah, there's
Remember where it started, and
Yeah.
now all of a sudden that leads you to believe if there's another tackle and it starts to escalate, that wasn't booked. Marcelo Liete was not pleased and just planting that seed. And now all of a sudden, that's one tackle that's gone the way without a yellow card.
Liete, the quick goal coach, as there's the free kick, and it is tipped over spectacularly by Rodriguez. It'll be a corner.
If you've watched Major League Soccer the past decade, you've seen Sebastian Javinko for Toronto FC score a free kick or a dozen. One of the most prolific free kick takers Major League Soccer's ever seen. Almost does it again here.
Yes, hit him.
Good save as well. That's misplaced though from Lopez. Although it's turned into a good pass into the far side to Javinko.
He'll tell you he meant it.
Yeah, well, it'll go in the statistics as a completed pass, won't it?
Segura.
Oh, that's a giveaway, and that's a great, well, it's a slide, but it's a block rather than a challenge from Tovar. That's interesting, actually, because we saw an incident earlier on today with, well, let's just watch for a moment. Rios come forward, and he produces a save from Nascimento. But when and where you can slide and how close to a player is an interesting one, because we did see a Fort Lauderdale Strikers player sent off earlier for a slide challenge, effectively a denial of a goal-scoring opportunity, as we look at that save there in the screen. But of course, a slide challenge is not permitted in TST, but of course that was a slide block. But you saw straight away the quick goal players were saying, well, that's a slide, and the player should have stayed on his feet. Come quick goal again.
Right through the legs.
And right across the face of goal. The greatest two words in sports, Game 7. Wemby and the Spurs, SGA and the Thunder. One game to advance to the NBA Finals. Win or go home. Tonight, 7:30 Eastern on NBC and Peacock. A lot of win or go home type activity on Peacock for you tonight. That is exactly the scenario we have here as well.
Is there any better theme music than that right there?
Oh, it's an honor to read something to that, isn't it? To see the NBA back on NBC through this first season and building up to the NBA Finals. Certain New York Knicks waiting in the wings. We are 3 minutes from half-time. We're still waiting for the first goal. This men's quarter-final. Pumas to Alabama and quick goal. Stooping header away from Zua. And here come Pumas to Alabama, marching downfield with Rodriguez. Might be room for a shot. Blocked by the legs. And then the follow-up is wide from Giordana.
real glimpse that Pumas de Alabama, they thrive when there's some movement and chaos and crisscrossing runs across the face of the quick goal defenders. We'll have to solve that with communication. Right now, Pumas, that's where they're getting their best opportunities.
Moreno, the square ball for Sanchez, and again, key block. And there we are. It is half time. 18 minutes has flown by, and we haven't had a goal between these two sides, looking for a place in the semi-finals. Both sides have had their chances. Both goalkeepers have been tested. They have a few minutes to think about a few things and maybe get a few decisions out of their systems as well. We're 18 through, 18 more to go. Pumas to Alabama, a quick goal. Halftime next here on Peacock.
The soccer tournament is presented by RBC Wealth Management, the official wealth management sponsor of TST.
Welcome back. Wake Med Soccer Park, half-time in the quarterfinals. Men's competition, Pumas to Alabama 0, Kwik Goal FC 0 at the break. Let's take a look at our half-time stats. They're brought to you by RBC Wealth Management. The numbers from these two at half-time: no goals. Both sides have got some shots in. The goalkeepers have made some saves. No corners either. So a little bit more goal-mouth action needed from both, Jamie.
Yeah, you're not wrong. This game's being played between the two boxes. Eye test will tell you that Pumas de Alabama, with their possession, they looked as though they were causing a bit more of a threat. But Kwik Goal FC, they knew that coming in. They knew they were going to be able to take their opportunities with point forward, back to goal, entry passes in there. So analytically, very even on the stat sheet. But this game is about taking advantage of the opportunity when the opponent presents you one. And it's going to be about executing when you get into the final third and ultimately that final pass.
So no score at halftime. These two teams who know their way to the latter stages in TST. Second half is coming up live here on Peacock. Next. And welcome back to WakeMed Soccer Park in Cary, North Carolina for the second half. Pumas to Alabama, Kwik Goal FC. Quarterfinal action as the light begins to fade here at the soccer park on what is field 3 for this quarterfinal. Second half underway, another 18 minutes to go. Tony Husband and Jamie Watson in the booth for this one, and looking forward to the second half with Pumas to Alabama on the right-hand side of your screen, playing right to left. Kwik Goal in the reds, all in red, and here is a very early chance for the first goal, and it is put wide by Georgiana.
That's a really good look from Pumas to Alabama. Getting those movements off the ball are causing all sorts of problems for Kwik Goal. They go the other way.
And that's cleared from inside the 6-yard box. Vinny Dantas with the raid forward. Well, this is an end-to-end start to the second half, and there might be a chance to fire this one in. They have! Castillo! Left-footed, right into the corner. Pumas to Alabama into the lead.
This is an absolute banger. You can't hit a ball better than this. Good refereeing as well, too. There looked like there was a foul that was going to break out as Korski was trying to pull down the Pumas to Alabama defender. It sat there, and then bang! Absolute perfection on the strike. Castillo stays over it, drives through it with the left foot, keeps his shoulders over it to keep it on target. Fantastic finish from Castillo.
But immediately the other end, again, here come Kwik Goal. Melo, Donatas Melo putting that wide. There is a new goalkeeper for Pumas to Alabama in the second half. Bernardino Valdovinos has come in to play the second, or start the second 18 minutes at least, as the ball's miscontrolled by Uriel Zuat on this near side. So one goal, the advantage for Pumas to Alabama. Of course, we will target score time to come at the end of this half. We'll talk you through more about how that'll apply as we go through this. This is Giovinco, and it will be a corner. And that, I think, is the first corner of the game, looking back to the first half stats. Giovinco then to take this one. Always looks good in red, doesn't he?
Fitting.
That shot is blocked. Dylan Powers letting fly. Blocked by Magana. Well, in contrast to the first half, Jamie, out of the blocks, both teams really fast here.
Right away. Opportunities aplenty. You just tell both managers how to word to say about creating opportunities, taking risk, and all of a sudden, one opportunity where Pumas get in behind. They get the second wave of attack as well with Castillo, and just a moment of brilliance with a wonderful goal.
US men's national team takes on Senegal in the All-State Continental Classico tomorrow, 3:30 Eastern from Charlotte. You can watch it live on TNT and Telemundo, or stream on Max and Peacock. Get your tickets now at ussoccer.com/tickets.
This game is going to open up now. Now that Kwik Goal are down, they've got to try to chase and get a little bit back into this match, get a little something momentum-wise going before we reach target score time. That should open things up, and there should be opportunities both ways.
Hugo Silva is in goal for Kwik Goal at the moment. They've turned a difficult situation into a potentially advantageous one. A very advantageous one. Leo Fernandez, left-footed strike. And the equaliser for Kwik Goal, and they did it in pretty quick time as well. They weren't behind for long, and we're all level again.
This all starts from a brilliant bit of defending where it was jumped by number 11, Thiago Freitas, and as soon as he wins the ball, goes to Lopez, a forward pass into Fernandez. This run from Dantas means that the defender has to drop off a bit, creates just enough space. Fernandez back against the grain, back of the net, and we are level.
What a good second half we've had. Both teams really going at it, and here we go again. And that time it was Araujo seeing his shot blocked. Back with Hugo Silva. who has kept goal for the Brazilian national indoor team in his career. Of course, a lot of these players, as we watch, that one is rather poorly given away, and then, well, they had to give the foul. Alex de Jong had no real answer other than to take the foul there. But we have players who play regularly indoors, they play futsal, though some of them play beach soccer, they play 6-on-6, 77. Masters of the art of playing in the small confined spaces and narrow margins of these fields. Venus was a little bit hesitant playing out a goal there. And now Steinwasser can get it back into play. It's blocked straight away. Picked up by Araujo. He takes a tumble and that continued. Meantime, here's Rios. He goes from distance and that's a comfortable save.
Well, the game's picking up the pace. Got a goal to match pace and match the scoreline as well. All of a sudden, you're starting to see players have a bit more confidence going forward. Like seeing this approach as opposed to the cautious, the tentative, cagey one. There's a spot in the semifinals, the Final Four. Both teams look like so they're going for it in the second half rather than sitting in.
Their line. There is scope to be more direct this year within the rules. The goalkeepers now can play it long across the halfway line. It doesn't have to be touched. That was one of the old rules changed this year. Oh, this is well set up, and it's saved. Well, Hugo Rodriguez ought to have got that in.
Oh, it's so easy on the eyes to watch, but Silva just doing whatever it takes to keep it out at this point. That was a tremendous save. This should be 2-1, but it's not thanks to Hugo Silva.
Big save. Here they come again, though, and wide of the target they go through Hairline.
Hairline's been a problem. He's been a real threat for this Pumas, the Alabama side. It's one that he gets going with the head of steam and he starts throwing step overs at you. It's really difficult to understand which way he's going to go.
Pairs of fresh legs onto the field for Pumas de Alabama. The runners-up in TST last year. They made it all the way to the $1 million match. Lost out to bumpy pitch in a night of drama, which we'll see again Monday night with $3 million championship finals, with the first ever mixed final coming your way as well here on Peacock.
Hey, para ahí, Melo. No precisa ir pra bola. Gio, open up. Open up.
It'll be the conclusion of 160 matches.
Vem mais pra mim. Vem mais pra mí. Vem mais pra mí. Aaron,
They got underway on Wednesday.
Thiago, vem pro meio quando ele achar o pivô. Vem. Melo, sai. Deixa espaço pro pivô.
That initial burst of enthusiasm sort of settled in now, and we're finding a slower pace over these next couple of minutes. This is where all of a sudden you're going to look for a target for it. Right now it's Bruno Henrique, number 88 for Kwik goal. At some point he's going to try to show and be the focal point of this attack.
All about ball retention right now, and the ball on the field, well, they're all from Voigt, the official match ball of the soccer tournament. Voigt actually invented the modern inflatable soccer ball in Los Angeles more than 100 years ago, and the game hasn't been the same since. Well, after the energetic, extraordinary start to the second half, it's slowed down now. We're halfway through the second half. Is that late? Referee says play on. And this again might actually work for Kwik goal.
I felt our referee, Gerhan Dogan, got that absolutely right. I think the defender for Kwik goal was looking for a foul there and it never came. Expecting a bit more contact and preemptively jumped and yelled. Not enough for a foul. Good officiating.
He's in the box! He's in the box.
Nicely chested down. Or Donovan
It's a
Alba.
ball from their defensive half. He cannot receive it in the box.
Magana.
Outside, yes. Jeez.
There is a reliance on playing the ball forward every 8 seconds. And in target score time, there's a potential backfield violation if you take the ball back into your own half. You have 15 seconds to get the ball forward into the opposition half. That doesn't apply during regulation time.
It's understandable that this is now the 6th game for both sides. And just a short 3-day window. There's a lot of pressure about making a mistake with a spot in the Final Four. So you can understand why the game has ebbed and flowed. But now it's about making sure that concentration is key and that when the game does pick up, when the speed intensifies, like in these moments here, you're switched on.
To the byline. And from distance, what a great save. Marco Tovar letting fly.
This is a tremendous save from Silva. He sees this late, and there's a crowd of bodies in front of him trailing away as well.
From the corner, they clear it away, and it was Tovar in there again. Well, Hugo Silva, mentioned he's representing Brazil at national indoor level, proving his worth in these slightly smaller goals, 6.5 feet by 18.5 feet.
Silva's done brilliantly. Had the save just then to concede the corner. He had the one that went the other way where he stops it with his feet. He's come in and done everything that's been asked of him. Nothing he could do on the goal from Castillo 1 minute in to this second half.
No pressure.
Hey, Bruno.
Bernardino Valdivinos.
Tovar's just set off a run.
Yeah, Tovar with the run, and he's going to try and pick him out. Almost like a receiver heading down the sideline there, wasn't he?
Bryce Young in these parts, Carolina Panthers quarterback.
Defender broke it up.
So not being completed might also make me think of Bryce Young.
Now.
Go.
Bryce Young catching strays. Apologies.
Bruno. Hey, vai na bola.
Over 5 minutes to go before we go to target score time. So just to give you an idea, if the scores finished at 1-1 after regulation time or 2 18-minute halves, the target score would be 2. And with this game being tied, therefore, it would be a next goal wins scenario for both teams. The incentive is to try and get your noses in front to make it just the task a little bit easier. This will be a free kick for Kwik goal.
This is Vinny Dantas with a string on the ball, just in tight spaces, keeping away from defenders, the referee, everybody. He is a special player with his back to goal. Speaking of a special player, there's Sebastian Giovinco. Dylan Powers can stand next to him all he wants. He's going to finally walk away. He wasn't fooling anybody. There's only one person that's taking this for Kwik goal.
What a great view we've got there. That is what Giovinco's got. And it's turned behind for a corner.
With that clear line of sight, Giovinco is absolutely meant to bounce that in front of the goalkeeper and just make life difficult for Valdivinos.
Giovinco, the cross blocked. Out it goes again. We'll have another corner. Kwik goal have never gone beyond the quarterfinals. It's their 4th appearance at TST. And then he laid it up for the arriving Dylan Powers. Difficult to control that with the kind of pace that was on it.
You either get that in the top corner and it ends up on SportsCenter top plays, or it ends up in the stands for a fan to catch one of those void balls.
Well, it really is standing room only around this field at the moment. More people coming in to catch any spot they can find on the fencing, which goes around 3 sides. Sensing the dramatic moments that the story of this game is still to be written. Moreno trying to find a way through, and he couldn't. There was a red wall in front of him. They were looking to go down the line. Dantas takes a tumble from Morales' challenge. Ooh, and again, leaving the feet, winning the ball, and charging off there was Vallejo. Still 1-1, 3 minutes to go before we go to target score time. The interception from Dylan Powers. Jamie, you was a little slip there from Powers, and this could set them up on the turn, and the pass was on, and it may still come through to Rios, and then in goes the goalkeeper to get the ball.
Absolutely got the ball. Good call from a referee.
At the other end now, Kwik goal with an opportunity. Dantas decided not to shoot. Steinwasser trying to retrieve it on the far side. We've got a few players going down now, a few rolling around. Jamie, I was about to say to you, you've played in this tournament. These minutes now start to really take their toll on the body.
I can tell you from experience, the nerves start to ratchet up. You understand the stakes. There's a million different reasons why the nerves are firing for both sides. Now it becomes about concentration, having the confidence to connect the pass. But then if a mistake is made, there cannot be a hesitation. You've got to get back defensively.
Looks like we're going to have a yellow card to someone off the field. Might have been the starting goalkeeper, Rodriguez, over there on the far side, but the yellow card was brandished. We'll try and get confirmation of that. It was Göran Dolgan, our referee, who brandished that card for something that happened just off to the side. Meantime, Kwik goal now, with time running out in regulation, are looking to try and get a second. Trailed 1-0.
Behind, right? Un minuto, Coria, un
Gorski,
minuto.
former New York Cosmo. A great name from yesteryear, and of course back in the current world. Again, the Cosmos in recent times. We had the Fort Lauderdale Strikers earlier, their first activity on a football pitch for 10 years here at TST. So a great blend of the rich history of North American soccer, and of course coming together with so many new directions and influence and teams from all over the place.
Start to think about the Fort Lauderdale Strikers playing all those years at Lockhart Stadium, which ultimately became Chase Stadium, where Inter Miami played before they opened up their brand new venue in Miami. New stadium. It's been watching games being played at Chase Stadium, where Leo Messi has been plying his trade in Major League Soccer for the past few years, and that's where the Fort Lauderdale Strikers plied their trade for a long, long time. Before resurrecting earlier in this tournament and bowing out earlier today.
Again, there's a coming together on the far side. This is not good at the end of the game, and another yellow card. Two, in fact, have been brandished. With that, the referee may well call time, because we have gone beyond the 36 minutes, the 2 18-minute halves. De Jong went into the book for Kwik goal for his reaction, and probably a good job from his point of view that he kept his arms down. So Mariolete and Kwik goal heading into target score time against Pumas Alabama for a place in the semi-finals. Next goal wins.
soccer tournament is presented by RBC Wealth Management, the official wealth management sponsor of TST, and by Soccer.com, an official partner of the soccer tournament.
Welcome back to WakeMed Soccer Park in Cary, North Carolina. We go into target score time in this quarterfinal. The target score is set. It's the leading team score +1. The first to that target score wins the game. It's a walk-off victory, and players are removed every 3 minutes. So we'll start at 7v7, progressively move down to 6v6, 5v5, 4v4, maybe even lower, until we get that winning goal. And in the case of Pumas to Alabama and Kwik goal, who we've been watching in this quarterfinal, because they are level at 1 apiece, it is the next goal for either team which will win. Our referee goes through the coin toss. They'll choose ends, they'll choose kickoff, and away we go. The winners will play the winners of the Kings League or Kings League against Furia game, which is coming up at 9 o'clock tonight. Now on June 11th, history will be made. The FIFA World Cup 2026 comes to North America. Catch every match, every moment, live in Spanish on Telemundo and Peacock. We can hardly wait for that. And we can't wait now for target score time here. Is Rafael Araujo about to be a hero for Kwik goal? But there are 5 TST champions from the past on this Pumas to Alabama team. A team, of course, that got so close last year. Here we go then. Pumas to Alabama playing right to left in target score time. And I think immediately we've had a backfield violation.
The idea is once it goes across midfield, you cannot go back into your own half. Just encourages attacking play.
New rule that's come in this year, of course, 15 seconds to get the ball into the opposing team's half. Now there's all sorts of kerfuffle going on the far side.
There's a fuss that there's too many players on the field for Kwik goal. That's why the play's been stopped.
Bench referee.
Ya lo hizo.
Mo Kalia, yeah.
So got that box that the players are supposed to stay in, no more than 3 players at a time. We're going to wait for a player to come off before they go on.
So this first section, target score time, is just likely to be held up a little bit.
But what about the card? But it's a card, but there's more players.
Still the substitutions being made. As Jamie pointed out, 3 players can be in the substitution box. If you want to bring on more than 3 at one time, you can't do that.
I need 3 of them all the time. Three. All right, let's go. Hey, if you're gonna fuck this up,
And away we go again. So, oh, hang on a minute. Yellow card. Again to one of the players off the field. Stop, start, opening to target score time in this quarterfinal with it all on the line, and that was slipped through and just beyond the reach of Castillo.
Immediately see a bunch of players from Kwik goal start to run off the field. Substitutions are really planned to get players on the field when you have possession, versus when you lose it. Now, this may be advantage for Pumas to Alabama. A lot of the attacking subs were on for Kwik goal. They win it back and give it away. You take it, no, I'll take it. You have it back.
And this is where it can get fast and furious, isn't it? In these stages, no one wants to make a mistake, and Pumas to Alabama know all about that from the agony of target score time in last year's final here in Cary. Championship Monday to come, Monday night, we'll have for the first time 3 million-dollar matchups.
Porra, eu não quero esses dois juntos.
Richest single night in domestic US soccer that we have seen in terms of prize giveaways in one
Ele não
evening.
pode voltar mais. E a Dodô? Ei, 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 ei. Não quero o Vini e o Gil nessas horas. Não quero.
Well, there's a tension here, isn't there, as Eddie Sanchez takes up the ball. Next goal wins. Nicely worked. Rios trying to get there. Across comes Pereira, three-time indoor league champion with Baltimore Blast in the United States. We'll ignore the clock for the moment. I think the referee's going to let it go a bit longer as up they go at the back post. And then over they go with the shot. Remember, we've probably only played 2 minutes of the 3.
The referee made it obvious on the field. Time was stopped.
They stopped again.
Não quero, não
I
quero.
think the signal is now that they are going to go to 6v6 at this point. So we resume with 6. Referee is waiting to just confirm the numbers on the field. And we do that. So we're down to 6v6. And it's Kwik goal in possession.
Now as players start to depart, it starts to dwindle. Now you see the goalkeepers become more influential in possession. With that, possession is at a premium.
Melo. And played in behind by Dantas.
Good skill.
That was good work from Freitas, who I think may have been the player booked off the field earlier, by the way. And I mentioned about Kwik goal have possession. It's not usually the kind of phrase we use during the course of a football match because possession ebbs and flows. But possession right now, as the numbers start to drop, we're down to 6v6. Possession can be everything of the football.
It truly matters. And right now you're asking even more aerobically of the opponent to defend. Use of the body from Dantas.
He's a brave man walking right along that touchline, isn't he? Right in front of all those Pumas Alabama players and support staff.
Braver than you and I.
Boosters.
Great skill again from Freitas.
Here he goes, Freitas. Plays it in behind. Dantas is trying to turn. He goes absolutely barreling through the back of Nixley Cruz, who's on a yellow card himself. Gives away the free kick. No nonsense there. Still we play on at 6v6. Evening session.
Pumas is down a player right now. They haven't brought on an adequate number. Now they finally
Now
get
they've
one
subbed,
on.
yeah. Good spot, Jamie.
That could have been disastrous. Final last year, they had a breakdown getting the goalkeeper on, and
that's right.
Bumpy pitch scored into an empty net. Miscommunication. It would have been devastating to have it happen again. Well, the shot's about 15 seconds to get it across midfield.
Tovar, here comes the keeper. He got enough on it. Enough.
Oh, there's a side tackle.
And as we've seen already today, that will be punished. Rios, big change here. And another yellow card. It was for Morales, the man who went in with the challenge.
They picked the ball up as he was running away. Side tackle happens with Rios. The subs start to happen, and what Morales does is understands that if he doesn't grab this, Kwik goal might go quick with the restart, so he just takes it, takes the yellow.
No, it's fine,
Silva, there's a determination about him as he marches forward. Remember, he's got to get the ball into the other half, which he does now.
That's when Pumas go and press.
We talked about a game 7 earlier. It's a little basketball edge at times now with zone defense.
Well, there's a slip.
Might be enough. And on the turn, it's saved. Enrique with the effort. And that was the last effort with the two teams at 6-on-6. We're now going into 5 aside. They're throwing people on there from Kwik goal. Give me a changing goal, it looks like, as well.
That's what Pumas to Alabama have done, is they've brought off their goalkeeper because they're going to have possession. That's Rios, who's put the penny on. You see this as the numbers start to dwindle. Normally it's about 4v4, so that was a bit preemptive. Now,
Valdovinos is coming back.
Yeah.
Ball was down. What are you talking about?
It's that fine line of crazy and genius. If you do it too early, it's crazy. If you do it at the right time, it's genius. And both of these teams and the managers, they're trying to figure out exactly when to make that move in possession, to get an extra field player on, to give you the potential to have a player up in possession.
There's a lot of space now which can play into the direct strategy if you want to launch it long, and with 5 you can still just about do that. Of course, as the numbers dwindle, it's going to be all about possession and just playing yourself into a dangerous position. Right now you can still play that attacking ball forward and pick up the loose ends and try and find a winner, and that's what Pumas to Alabama started this move by doing. Now they're just going to recycle the possession.
Watchers pressuring from Kwik. He scored the winner in target score time earlier in their last matchup to advance. Knocked out Gene Fit.
Hey, we don't have to go too high. Hey, slow down, you
Dramatic
guys.
victory over Gene Fit by 2-1, so it's a similar situation as this.
Yeah,
He's got room to shoot, and he brings the save out. Well, Valdovinos having a go with that right foot. His counterpart, Hugo Silva, makes the save.
Here's the advantage. It's a great look. That's exactly what Silva would have been seeing. Saw it all the way with pressure coming from Castillo. Understands punching it away is a better option than trying to collect it and spill it.
1-1. 5 players each. Next goal wins it. Valdovinos. Now, does he think about it again? Bit of a crowd to get through. Plenty of time. Rios.
It's the far side.
They've got a runner, but they've broken it up. They've got it back, though. Giordana. Rios. Goalkeeper comes back into play. Valdovinos acting as effectively a sweeper. Rios again. Thought about it. Instead, he goes for the pass, and it's miscontrolled by Eder Giordana over on the far side. One of the 2024 winners with Le Bombonera.
And you just heard the collective in the building, because you understand, watching this, how important possession is, and then just a wave of substitutions for both sides. You get Javinko on, the genius of Javinko. You get Roro Lopez on, who can score. Silva's now advanced. Vinny Dantas as well. This is the attack lineup for Kwik they think can win it for them.
Lopez sitting to the right. Back it goes to Silva. We're going to see the numbers drop shortly again too. About 30 seconds or so.
This feels like the moment for Kwik.
Javinko is poised right over by the byline, top right of your screen. Oh, they go for it, and it actually caught the defender's legs as the goalkeeper was going across. They've got to watch it. Silva needed to win it, and now they've really committed. But can it come off for them? Oh, there's a challenge on the edge of the penalty area. It's going to be a free kick as down went Freitas, and they're going to have a free kick now, which will give them a realistic shot at winning the game.
And if there's one player on this pitch, it's Freitas, who can create that moment in the run of play. He's been so dynamic in 1v1 situations. And now, you ask anybody who's ever watched a TST match, who would be the most dangerous player standing over this free kick? Sebastian Javinko, one of the all-time greats, taking free kicks in Major League Soccer. The Italian maestro, the magician. Now he gets the opportunity able to stand over this in such an advantageous position with the potential to win it.
And we are down to 4v4.
He's pressure.
Everybody's hearts in their mouths almost now. Dantas is out there, Freitas is there as well, Hugo Silva and Javinko. It's saved! Well, Valdovinos got down low to his right, and it's a save that I think has brought on the cramps, and he's struggling, and the ball's back in play with Hugo Silva.
Strike. Javinko just tried to go back against screen. Goalkeeper struggling.
Valdovinos has lost a lot of his mobility for the moment. I think he's cramping up there. Now they've got
Vivo, se están calambrando, verla.
the goalkeepers come off now for
Se están calambrando,
quick
verla,
goal,
güey.
and so they've gone with the bib. And they've put it with Melo. Jonatas Melo has got the bib on, and this is him now. So he's goalkeeper as well. Dantas on the far side, Freitas on the near side. Javinko, back for Melo. He's got room. This is Freitas. Next goal wins it, remember, in target score time. Looking for a place in the semi-finals. They've never got there yet, quick goal. Freitas. Melo again.
It's a lot of work for Alva Tovar and for Zuar to defend this.
Ref, get out of the way, man.
Vico just orchestrating for Melo to go forward.
Freitas. Now a little bit of a press, and they've given away the... No, they didn't give away the free kick, and it's an empty net, and Javinko's going to have to chase back, and he's going to reach this. Well, that looked like a foul to me, but it's play on, and now Melo, and now the game is all stretched. Dantas, Freitas unmarked in the middle. He sets up Javinko to win it. It hit Freitas as it was going wide, though, so he's actually helped his team out by keeping possession. Melo again. Quick goal, trying for a first in the years in TST. Freitas on the byline. Dantas, Melo, Javinko's got space. Is it time for a moment of his magic?
They want to switch Javinko, they'll get him on the other side with his right foot.
Freitas. Melo, he puts it over. And possession goes back to Pumas Alabama.
That was a huge moment. It was set up perfectly. But Melo just can't keep his shoulders over the ball. He leans back. Now, Pumas Alabama, they get the opportunity. They're going to bring out Aldavinos, and earlier we saw Rios come out. Oh, Silva's red as well.
Silva's come. And quick goal can turn this quickly round. Steinwasser, he's lost it. And away they come. Jordana now. 2-on-1, he goes alone. Great defensive play. Pereira turns it behind for the corner.
Oh, it's the type of clearance that if you win $1 million, you look back and say that's the moment from Pereira. He never quit on the play. Moment of brilliance defensively.
Time rapidly running out, and indeed, referee points to the corner. We stay 4-on-4, but not for too much longer. Jorge Rios is wearing the penny. So goalkeeper and right now almost playmaker as well. And look where he's going to be on the field as Eddie Sanchez almost manipulates him around. Then it's Jordana.
You don't want your goalkeeper inside the 6-yard box. If this turns over, he's the furthest one from goal right now.
Well, if they lose possession here, quick goal will have the choice. Do they try and do something and just hit the empty net from distance? Oh, it's just tense now. Jordana. He's thinking about it. Instead, he plays it to Sanchez. He's won a 5's world title. Oh, and they put it wide. Oh dear, Jordana. The Mexican drives it goal-bound, but doesn't hit the target.
He just set it up. It's the right decision. It's the wrong execution. What a big moment that is.
And now we're down to 3-on-3. Target score time continuing and going into truly overtime at an epic level again. Quick goal won there. Round of 16 game 3-2. 2-1 I should say. And that would be the winning score here. Javinko is wearing the goalkeeper's bib. Freitas to the right. Dantas to the left. Oh, he's miscontrolled it. You've got to watch the ball in moments like that, but he's done well to get back to his feet, has he? Now, does he get the free kick? No, it's gone Pumas to Alabama way, and so now it's all changed for quick goal. Hugo Silva's back out there, and there's no goalkeeper for Pumas now. 3-on-3, remember, in target score time. A place in the semi-finals on the line in the quest for $1 million. Sanchez. Jordana, who put the chance wide. Just two outfield players marking. Melo is back out there, and Pereira for Kwik goal. Sanchez. Giordano is at the back post, almost unmarked, but they can't find a way through to him. Sanchez, they're still going to stick to the right.
Just trying to bait Kwik goal over to find Giordano with the tap in at the back post.
Whose nerve is going to hold in these key moments? Who has got the patient pass, the calm finish, the cool head?
Really good defending from Pereira. And for Melo, here's the opportunity.
Now they've got the angle for Giordano if they want to play him. They don't. It's a reset. It's Sanchez. Giordano, saved by Silva. From the restart. Still with Pumas Alabama. They'll have another shot at it. Giordano again, 2 goals in the tournament so far. Over to Eddie Sanchez. Sanchez, Giordano, blocked. 2 Giorganos out there right now, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks as though Eder Giordano has put on the bib.
Eder and Aldair. And Sanchez nearly loses his footing. These key moments, can Pumas Alabama ram home the point here and ram home the winning goal that'll take them to a semi-final? Kwik goal on their heels a little bit, but Hugo Silva has really stood tall for them in goal. Well, they've got an angle at the shot. They go to the back post and they missed it.
It was one Giordano to the other. And at the back post, it was just patience and that little bit of a touch. Wow, what a vital intervention that is from Melo.
Which means it's a corner, and we're down to 2v2. Well, this is turned into another epic knockout game. 2-on-2. Melo and Silva have got to defend. It's Eder Giordano.
Ei, não para, faz a corrida para ele correndo para fora, isso. Espera chegar na linha, Melo.
So the 2 Giorganos out there. Eder and Aldair. Melo is the only defender for Kwik goal.
You hear a pin drop in this place.
No one can take their eyes off it now, because in an instant something can change. Look at him baiting Melo. Melo has got to try and split the difference here, and he's done pretty well.
This is how it'll end. It'll stay 2v2. We're going to play like this until there's a winner.
1-1 in regulation. Still no winner in target score time. We have gone from 7-on-7 all the way down to 2-on-2 in this quarter-final. The sun is dropping behind the trees in the distance. Whose tournament is setting right now?
Melo has been defending for a while, so the Giordano brothers are working him side to side.
Aldair and Eder. And the crowd are trying to urge them on to get a shot in with a few whistles and boos, saying, come on. But possession is everything at this point, and they don't want to give it up, because effectively they'll find themselves at the other end of the field trying to hang on for dear life. So they are going to just keep playing until they find the right angle to try and win it.
It's maybe the moment for Eder to go. There
Here we go. The challenge has gone in. It's still a loose ball on the edge of the box. It's Aldair, and it's over. Pumas Alabama are going to the semi-final again, and they've won it in an incredible target score time that went all the way down to 2-on-2, and they are in the Final Four.
Patience pays off. The Giorgana brothers just going back and forth. There's the golden fleece. Oh, there, Giorgana. That is a moment to save it for a lifetime, to send his side back to the semifinals for a second year in a row. Full credit has to be given to Kwik and to John Tesmello for all the effort he put in, along with Hugo Silva, but ultimately it was just too much. One decisive pass, one moment they picked to go forward. Just look what it means to Pumas de Alabama.
Well, it was the ultimate cat and mouse, and you have to praise their patience for this. They didn't rush it.
It's ultimately the one pass that just split it open, and then able to get it back. And when it's 1v1 with the goalkeeper, great little fake to get Silva moving side to side. Silva would have preferred the first effort to go where he can make himself big, but once it gets so rolled inside, now Silva's scrambling. Giorgana is putting it into the corner, and he's off to the far corner to celebrate. What a moment for Pumas de Alabama on their road to redemption.
Well, his brother Eder won this event with La Bombonera in 2024. Now they make it into the semi-finals. All games must end on a goal. This one ended in real drama. 2-1 is how it finished. Pumas de Alabama have booked their place in the semi-finals. Kwik goal again. They just can't quite make it through to the latter stages. Once more, their run would end in the last 8. They battled back from going behind and set it up at 1-1 into target score time. And then with only 4 players left on the field, Pumas de Alabama made it to the last 4. From the soccer tournament and all of our team, we'll see you soon here on Peacock.